Example 5, ARIMA model. First, we have data for annual precipitation in urban government from 1981 to 2020 from Chirp's product. This data includes the year and the amount of precipitation in millimeters. We start by creating a data frame from this data. Then we convert the data frame into a time series using pd.series with a date range from 1981 and a yearly frequency. We plot this time series data to visualize the precipitation over the years. Next, we fit ARIMA model to this time series. The ARIMA model we use has parameters 510. This means we are using 5 lag observations, differencing the data once, and no moving average components. After fitting the model, we print the summary of the ARIMA model. This time series of our data and summary of ARIMA. In this example, we see a summary of ARIMA model, which includes details like coefficients and model fit statistics. For example, AIC is 496. Lower values indicate better fit, and ARL1 is significant. Example 6, anomaly detection with a isolation forest. In this example, we will use the isolation forest algorithm for anomaly detection. In the first step, we load the precipitation data for years 1981 to 2020. Then we prepare the data. We extract the precipitation values as a NumPy array and split the data into training and testing sets. We use 80% of the data for training. Then fit the isolation forest model. We use the isolation forest model to identify anomalies. We set the contamination rate to 10%, which means we expect 10% of the data to be anomalies. In the next step, we predict and identify anomalies. We predict anomalies in both training and testing data and identify them. Then we plot the results. We plotted the training and testing data points. Anomalies are marked with red dots for training data and red crosses for testing data. The figure represents a time series plot of precipitation data over the years from 1981 to 2020, with the identified anomalies highlighted using the isolation forest algorithm. Training data represented by blue dots. The majority of precipitation values fall within the range of 500 to 700 mm with some variations, while testing data represented by green dots covers years 2013 to 2020. Similar precipitation range to the training data with notable high values in the last 2 years. Anomalies in training data represented by red dots. For example, 1989, it's just 417, while 1993 reached 802 mm. Anomalies in test data, for example, we have 2018 with 1017 mm, while 2019 it reached 880 mm. Example 7, geospatial data with GeoPandas and Folium. In this example, we will learn how to load and display geospatial data using two powerful libraries, GeoPandas and Folium. First, we will read in a dataset that contains geometries of the world's countries. This dataset is included with GeoPandas. Next, we will create an interactive map using Folium. After that, we will add the country geometries to the map. This output shows the data, including country names and geometries, while the map be an interactive map showing the countries of the world. Example 8, Geospatial Clustering with K-means. In this example, we will perform K-means clustering on geospatial data to group countries into clusters based on their centroids. First, we need to compute the centroids coordinates for each country. The centroid is the center point of each country. Next, we will use the K-means clustering algorithm to group the countries into clusters. Here we create a K-means model with 5 clusters. We then fit the model to the centroid coordinates and added the cluster labels to the data frame. Finally, we will plot the geodata frame, coloring the countries by their cluster label. In summary, we computed the centroid coordinates of each country. Then we used K-means clustering to group these centroids into 5 clusters. Finally, we plotted the clusters with different colors. Example 9, spatial join with points. In this example, you will perform a spatial join between polygons and points using GeoPandas. This technique helps us associate point data with polygon data based on their spatial relationship. First, let's create a geodata frame for our points. Each point has a name and coordinates. Next, we will perform a spatial join between the points and our existing polygons. We use an inner join to keep only points that intersect with the polygons. Finally, we will print the result of the spatial join to see which points were associated with which polygons. In summary, we created a geodata frame with the points and their coordinates. Then we performed a spatial join to link these points to the polygons they intersect.